Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures continued, issue number 5 from IDW. And so we're continuing where we left off last time. So for anyone who's not familiar, Shredder and Krang have found this rock that they can create a sword out of it and make it cut open like portals to other dimensions. So Krang wants to use that to bring in his army. But they need a specific tool to be able to cut into this rock. And so he gets a laser weapon from Dimension X, but it gets lost in the swamp. And the Turtles had to team up with the Punk Frogs to fight off Leatherhead and try to get this device. But they still haven't been able to find it. So meanwhile, Donatello and Raphael and 2 of the Punk Frogs are in the swamps trying to find this device. Meanwhile, Leonardo and Michelangelo and 2 other Punk Frogs, Genghis Frog and Napoleon Bona Frog, are in Manhattan. And they're helping out the Turtles, basically keep the fort down while they wait for their brothers to find the device. And that's where we start off. We start off with the 2 Punk Frogs talking with the Turtles, and they're flying in the Turtle Blimp. Speaking of the Turtle Blimp, I always found it weird, even as a little kid, because the whole point of the Turtles is they're trying not to let mankind see them. Like, there are moments where they're wearing like the trench coats and disguises and stuff like that. Yet they're flying around a giant blimp, totally exposed, and the giant blimp says Turtles on the side, so they're pretty much straight up advertising themselves. So yeah, I don't know, I just got a little chuckle out of it, because it's one of those things where even as a little kid I was like, why are they doing that? Why aren't they like trying to hide themselves better? And they're basically just doing patrols. Keep an eye out for Shredder, but also keep an eye out for other dangers in the city. And one such danger turns out to be Baxter Stockman, who is watching the Turtles, and he's super excited because he has just breaking out from another interdimensional prison, which he finds himself in a lot. And now he wants to get his revenge on the Turtles before taking his revenge on Shredder and Krang, and then eventually the entire world. Yeah, later that night, the Turtles and the Frogs are fighting just some local robbers and just beating the heck out of them. They just like easily beat them down, and they're like, all right, let's go celebrate with some food. Of course, the Frogs don't want pizza, so Mikey's a little bit upset. But yeah, we cut to Channel 6 news building where April's boss Byrne is yelling at April, Irma, and Vernon about how they don't have any hard-hitting stories, and the news is going to be soon. And the 11 o'clock news is going to be arriving soon, so they need something. And that's when Baxter Stockman attacks. And he blows a hole in the building and he kidnaps April. Because he believes that if I grab a hold of April, the Turtles will eventually show up to save her. And I can lure them into a trap. And that's exactly what happens. The Turtles are celebrating with some pizza and some burritos when all of a sudden they get a call on the Turtle Comm that Baxter has kidnapped April, and they arrive at this theater where Baxter has created this device that only affects reptilians, and it basically freezes them in place. Unfortunately for Baxter, the Turtles happen to have some amphibian friends who are not affected by this device. And yeah, I'll kind of stop it there. I don't really want to spoil it too much. We don't really get too much of Shredder and Krang. We do get them a little bit near the end where they're still looking for the device and stuff. There's this funny moment that I kind of like. It's just like a nice little sick burn from Krang where Shredder calls in. He's like, I have it, Krang. I found the Zero Matter scalpel. And Krang responds back with, I'm happy for you, Saki. Success being such a rare feeling for you. And I was like, damn it, Krang, that was a good one. Because yeah, unlike the comic books and stuff like that, Shredder is kind of a pushover in terms of the cartoons. He's kind of just a laughable Saturday morning villain joke. Yeah, I like this. I like the Saturday Morning Adventures series when it comes to the Turtles. It's just, it's totally nostalgia bait, but it works. This is what I grew up with. This is what got me into the Turtles in the first place. And just to see it continue, there's always going to be a little part in my heart for the old school 80s cartoon series. Even though I do think the 2004 series is superior. there's just this series will always hold a place in my heart. So to see a comic book series like based off of it and with the same characters, the same art style, the same type of humor, how can I not enjoy it? It reminds me of my childhood, back when times were easier. So yeah, I've kind of rambled enough. I like this. This is good. I would say the target our audience is people who grew up with the old cartoons and kids, obviously. So if you aren't either of those, then I don't know. I don't see how you maybe like this unless you like kid-friendly stuff. I'm usually like not a fan of reading like comics targeted towards kids, but when it comes to the turtles, like those are my big exceptions. I gotta read it if the turtles are involved. And yeah, this is fantastic. I love it. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.